Hey everybody, this is Aaron. I have kind of a delicate, kind of personal, kind of TMI video today, and I don't want to use specific words because I don't want to embarrass anybody. So I want to kind of talk about if you no longer identify as a gender that you were assigned at birth, me being female born, and things happen monthly things happen, um, how does that make you feel as far as your gender expression or identity as it is today? Because right now, and I kind of just kind of realized this very recently because this has kind of been a problem recently. When I before about when it started from the age it's supposed to start for girls. um, it was fine because I didn't really care. That's what's supposed to happen, and I was still trying to be female at the time, and all those things. But then at about, oh Jesus, 19, almost 20 years old, something along those lines. That was when the facial hair started happening. That was when the chops came down and turned into kind of a partial, somewhat beard. Um, the mustache came out. I think I already said that, but I'm going to say it again because my mustache is cool. Anyway, um, when that stuff started happening and my women problems kind of stopped or became wonky or whatever, um, and I was really starting to come into my own as far as my gender expression and identity, wearing men's clothing and looking like a guy, being called sir more often being called ma'am, and then getting irritated when I was being called ma'am. Um, there were times, I'd go weeks, months. Actually, there was a span I went about a year without. So, and in that time, I was able to kind of forget in a way that I used to be female, that I used to fight that, and that I just live my life now as gender neutral, as having no gender, having not to worry about being a man, or being a woman, or being having to choose one. And I'm really expressive with my hands right now, and I have no clue why, but it's really kind of interesting how this is happening. Um, so I'm just watching myself on this video. It's kind of cool. That's why I don't really look at the camera very often. I'm looking at the thing here, so it's kind of anyway. So so seriously, I'm coming to a point now where it's like I've been without that aspect of my life, and it could be medically wrong because of why the facial hair came, might be like a hormonal issue, and I never dealt with it. My sister has PCOS, which I think is like, don't quote me, 'cause I don't know what the P stands for, but like cystic ovarian syndrome thing. I don't really know. Don't ask me. I don't know. And so it's most likely true that I have it too. Just some weird issues with my hormones and stuff like that. But I dealt with it. It was really really hard. I dealt with it over those years, and I just kind of disowned the female of me that I was born as female, but I just kind of had it like well, being female, it just wasn't me, and it didn't work for me, and so that's this is who I am now. And so I went all those months without that, and I'm starting to wonder if because even when I was living in a dorm, so it was kind of weird living with other people, living with other females in the house or the dorm that I was in. So I'm actually kind of surprised that now it's starting to regulate a little bit more, and I'm not sure if it's a natural thing because I haven't changed anything in the last bit of time. So I don't know what the change was to stop them and what the change was to make them start again. It's because there was no significant change before or after the change happened. Like there was no specific change within myself or my eating habits or my exercise, lack thereof, habits. Um, or there was or within the level of stress, any of those things. So whatever it was probably internal, just my body being wonky. No, environmental um, issue. So I don't know why now things are happening a little bit differently now. But when they do, which is the main focus of the video, is my head gets all sorts of messed up. Like, because I wanted to forget. I wanted to pretend. I liked pretending that I'm not, who I was. I liked pretending that I'm not female or I wasn't born female or, you know, I want to forget those things. I want to be this person right now, this gender neutral person right now who doesn't have to worry about being one gender or the other. Who doesn't have to worry about, who I was as a female. And even though I still have those parts, and even though right now they choose to remind me that those parts still work. So I don't know. I just wonder if there's other people out there who feel the same way. If aspects of their body, um, being female born or male born, and then things are starting to happen with their body, and just reminding them who they used to be, as far as their gender, what their gender used to be, or even if it still physically is now. Um, does it hurt? I mean, because emotionally right now I'm kind of going through something, um, and it might be there until even a couple days after the monthly women problems are done. And lately, they actually are regularing. They're becoming more regular, and I liked when it was going months without. And so I'm not sure how I can handle this month by month. And I mean, I was fortunate to be somebody who didn't have to worry about that every single month for a while. But I kind of really feel now for somebody who has to go through this month after month after month. And I don't want to be somebody who goes through this month after month after month. I really want to go back to the time when I didn't do that, as often as normal people do. And so I kind of am kind of worried that this is going to just throw me off every month, and it's not something I want to do because it's 1 week, possibly more, a couple days after maybe, that I'm going to be messed up, and I'm worried about that. So I kind of wonder if somebody kind of gets used to that after a couple of days, or I mean, a couple of cycles. If they kind of figure out for themselves, some people, where they find a way to figure out, okay, here's my monthly women problems kit. I need this sort of music, I need this sort of TV show, I need this sort of um, activity I need to do to, these sorts of thoughts, so on and so forth, that will help me get through this, for this week, or however many days it takes for each person. So I had yet to get there because I hadn't had to worry about it. I hadn't had to do these things for so long that when it does happen, I forget. I kind of go through this. Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? Different things. And so emotionally, I need to figure out how to take care of myself so that I don't do this for a week every month. That I figure out what songs or activities I should do that will either take my mind off of what's happening, or to make me feel better about what's happening. And I don't have that yet. And so if anybody has ideas, I would love to hear them. So that's enough of me babbling. I would like to actually learn a little bit more about the other aspects of either gender neutral or gender queer, gender variant, somebody who's been male identified at birth, because what I know and what this video usually, or this vlog is usually concentrates on, is somebody who's probably female identified at birth, and that's because that's what I know. But I would like to learn more about it from another point of view. So if there's somebody out there who would like to, hit me up, I'm putting all my information down below, either on Tumblr and on YouTube. So I would love to hear from you in some way, shape, or form, and hope to, open up a discussion somehow or sometime if you like. Um, that would be very cool. I would really appreciate that. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video, and I guess that's it. Bye.